It is for the Optimum Studio Women's Championship is scheduled for one fall.
Well, we've come to the semi-main event here of the Great Canadian Clash. We're going to see the Off the Rope Studio, the newly minted Off the Rope Studio Ladies Championship, be put on the line here.
I will kill you. If I die, you are forgiven. Such is the rule of law.
Introducing first the challenger, the Grand Castle, amongst the ring of fire taking her Ripta, is Sabrina of the Blood Raiders. She is the Blood Countess, Sabrina.
Well, in one of the upsets of the night we saw earlier today, Rebna defeating Violet Overkill, one half of the Blood Raiders, and now we're going to see one of the top ladies competitors in Off the Rope Studios today, Sabrina Kyle in action. She gets a chance at redemption, a chance at a measure of revenge here to try to capture the Off the Rope Studio Ladies Championship, something she failed to do at Slamdemonium at the Kitchener Memorial Auditorium. Popular fan favorite, Sydney Wild Wild West. It's their first official title defense since winning that Off the Rope Studio Ladies Championship. We saw history made at the Kitchener Memorial Auditorium. It wasn't Sabrina Kyle's night that night at the Kitchener Odd. She failed to capture that championship, which she felt very confident in doing so, but that night at Slamdemonium, it was Sydney Wild Wild West time to shine. Fans here have been following us here at the Lager Shed. I'm sure you remember Sydney West and paid her dues to lead up to this moment. In the original Lager Shed shows, she was the official, one of the officials here overseeing the action. Champion takes the fight right to the challenger. Crucifix rolls over, tries to get the sunset, cut her off. Sydney Wild Wild West, full steam ahead. Cross body into the pitting combination. Flying forearm into the turnbuckles. Sydney Wild Wild West trying to saddle up here on Sabrina Kyle. Bronco Buster taking the challenger for a ride. Champion slings her back into the center of the ring, trying to go for the pin. 2 count only. Sydney Wild Wild West realizes the time is of the essence. You don't want to give Sabrina Kyle an inch here. Sabrina Kyle's had many championships. Oh! And that's where the numbers game comes into play once again here at the Shed. It's practically 2 against 1, the Blood Raiders. The referee, Stephen Hitchcock, didn't see it. He had his back turned. And the referee can't call what he can't see here at Sean and Ed's. What a way. What a night it's been here at the Great Canadian Clash. Knife edge chop from the challenger. We've seen so many great matches here at Sean and Ed so far and all the presentations from Off the Rope Studio, but we haven't seen the Ladies Championship defended, so this is history being made here tonight in downtown Dundas. History could be continued to be made should we see a new champion, and it could come into play as it's practically 2 against 1 here. Front face lock applied from the Blood Countess, Sabrina Kyle. Plants the champion face first, goes for the pin. 2 count only. We've seen Sydney Wild Wild West give all of her heart, all of her might. What a competitor she's been. We talked about so many great rookies here at Off the Rope Studio, and it's hard to say there's been anyone any more successful in such a short matter of time than Sydney Wild Wild West. The champion with the reversal sends the Blood Countess into the buckles. Too smart from that, the veteran gets out of the way. Back elbow from the champion. Head scissors, but the Blood Countess plants her with a power bomb. Holds on to those legs. Boston Crab coming on. But not just a Boston Crab, into a pendulum hold here at the Logger Shed. And there might not be anything for Sydney West to do but submit. A little mercy there from the challenger, who broke the hold voluntarily. Challenger has her back on the ropes, runs right through with a clothesline. Sydney West has absorbed a lot early on in this contest. It's going to be a lot to come back from this. Blood Countess holding on to that here. Boot to the midsection on the champion. Drive-by style kick right to the side of the head. And Sabrina Kyle, tried to bring something under a bag of tricks and pay the price. Reverse mare there from Sydney West. He tries to get the Dundas fans back into this, went for the big splash, but Sabrina Kyle got those knees up. And the champion paid a heavy price here in the brewery in Dundas. Sabrina Kyle has been in firm control thus far in this matchup. We could see a new champion here at Sean and Ed. Fireman's carry slam, down goes the champion. Spinning toe hold. Great submission applied here from the Blood Countess, tying up Sydney West like a pretzel. And unfortunately, the kitchen's closed. There's no pretzels, there's no pizzas. There's only beers left. And there might be tears if we see a new champion here. Sabrina Kyle just pounding away, picking apart the champion. Overhead shot on Sydney West. Big mistake here from the challenger, arguing with the fans here at Sean and Ed. Trying to smother the champion in the corner. Driving all the wind out of Sydney West. Back elbow. Is it desperation or is it adrenaline here from the champion? Flying head scissors. Taking Sabrina Kyle over. Wheelbarrow into the stunner. Tries to follow through. Into Sabrina Kyle. Right the way she wanted. Sling blade. Champion able to take her down hard. Hooked the leg, but it was a 2 count only. It was a great flirty there from Sydney West. She's absorbed a lot of punishment, so you have to wonder if all those maneuvers are hitting quite as effectively as she'd wanted. This isn't good. Reversal now from the champion. springboards into the DDT to get the other half of the Blood Raiders apparently just going to get into the ring here. She already had her match earlier. Maybe Rebna could actually earn some victories towards challenging the champion. Miscalculation from the Blood Raiders. Sending Sabrina countering that into the short splash. Wow! Completely uncalled for. This match is already over. We talk about history being made here at the Lager Shed. It was the first ever defense. Here comes Violent Overkill. Wow. And the fans just came electric here. Blood Raiders on the retreat here at Sean and Ed's. Wild Wild West, just when you thought she didn't have any friends here at Lager Shed, Violent Overkill came out to back her up. We saw these ladies team up at Ethel's. And you know friendships in wrestling sometimes are short-lived, but these two young ladies started their wrestling careers and journeys together at Off the Rope Studio. So in the meantime, they're going to have each other's back. But regardless, however, Sydney Wild Wild West wants to slice it when you're the champion, target on your back at all times. And so even though you have a friend right now, you never know when you're going to have an enemy down the road. Just because they're on the same page tonight here at the Lager Shed doesn't mean they won't be facing each other in London at the Cherry Festival. And you know that title's going to be on the line, and there's a limited window to hold on to it. So Sydney Wild Wild West, she needs to be looking forward because contenders are coming from every which way.